Welcome back everybody, it's OG here and it's another fine day at Kerbal Space Center. Today I've built an SSTO. I apologize if I used a clickbaity picture in the thumbnail for this video, but if I'd put the real one there you wouldn't have believed me. In fact, I still don't quite believe it myself. In fact, I'm not even sure if it is an SSTO. But this is it. Oh, OG, you tricked us. That's not an SSTO. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Or at least I hope it is. Let's get this thing underway, and then I'll show you what I mean. The first tricky bit is getting it into the air. There is no guarantee that this will work. It's a little bit crashy. Don't do that. Don't go sideways. Don't go sideways. Don't do that. Don't stop doing that. Come on, go up. Go up. Go up. Fly. Fly. You can do it. You have wings. Soar like an eagle. Thank you for having no collision with trees. Oh, damn it. We shall overcome. Stop bouncing. Just go forwards. No. Come on. Fly, baby. Fly. Ha! Ha ha! Ha! Success! It flies! Okay, now that we have the tricky part out of the way, let's talk about this. Well, obviously it doesn't look much like an SSTO. But I promise you, it is one. Or at least it's designed to be one. I was inspired watching Sweet Radish Gaming's video about building his Pingu base in the Arctic. And he has a heavy lift aircraft which he often uses. I built something along these lines back for the air launch to orbit video, or videos. I did two of them since my first one was a miserable failure. And that design had a peculiar / particular characteristic which made it a little different to other aircraft, and I'm going to show you that, but not just yet. So if you saw the video you'll probably remember what it was. Ah, to hell with it, let me just show you. Whoosh. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Okay, detach. Alright, we've detached. Now I've got to jump. Okay, how do I get out of here? Fuel is gone. Time to launch the rocket. Rocket launched. Gets free of the bay. Fire the rocket. I have a great big rocket engine sitting in the back. And a lot of fuel. A lot. And absolutely silent jet engines. Yeah, the sound is still terrible. No surprises there. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is get this plane up to speed and up to altitude as high and as fast as possible before I engage the rocket engine. But that's a long process and I'm not going to bore you with that. I will do that in time warp and we will see each other again once I have got to a position where it might be possible to get this thing into orbit. For the record, I haven't managed to get it into orbit yet, but I've gotten very close and I think I can do it now. We shall see. This is not going as well as I'd hoped. However, I won't let that deter me. And I'm going to go for it anyway. Stand by to fire the engine. 3, 2, 1. Ignition! Silent rocket, of course. Sometimes the rocket sound comes back when the jet engines shut down. But I won't pretend that I can predict KSP 2. Come little plane, let's get to space. Come big plane, let's get to space. At the very least, I'll be able to show you that this plane can get to space. That much will happen. What happens thereafter? Not so sure. Keen-eyed among you may have noticed the RCS thrusters. Obviously, I now want to optimize my chances of getting into orbit. So I want to burn at the optimal time. Oh, I do have a problem. When I burn full thrust, it tends to lose direction. So let's burn gently so long. You're wasting all my RCS thruster fuel, also known as my fuel. %, holding direction. 70% for holding direction. App is not changing, that's good. Now it's all up to the fuel. Come on, fuel tanks. Come on, periapsis. $20 tons of oxygen left. Oxidizer. 50. 10. Are we gonna make it? 5. We did it. We did it. We're in orbit. We are in orbit. Go away, RCS. We did it! We're in orbit! It's pitch black, but we're in orbit. Look! Orbit! My plane went to orbit. Into orbit. SSTO! Whoop whoop! Yeah, that's my plane. Orbiting. The one which took off from the runway all by itself. You saw it. I am incredible. Okay, let's see if Mr. Incredible can bring his plane back down. Man, imagine this was a real airliner. Hey Bob, where did you see Los Angeles is? Sorry Carl, I seem to be flying a little high. And upside down. You're scaring the passengers. There aren't any passengers. We just got fuel tanks. Then we're not an airliner. No. We're just pretending. Alright. Time to undo all that hard work. Face the other way. Something that is really bugging me at the moment is this interface. Apart from flashing all the time, you have to click buttons several times before they work on many occasions. Click, click. Now it's working. But sometimes it doesn't. In fact, often it doesn't. Normally it doesn't. Come on, buddy. Time to deorbit. Let's go. Whew. There's so little fuel left in this plane. Luckily, I put 2 sets of RCS thrusters in here. They're the main ones that work on Methalox, and then there's a couple of monopropellant ones I fitted just as spares or emergency thrusters, and they're just using the monopropellant from the space shuttle cockpit section, because I thought this might happen when you've been playing KSP for too long. This is very fast for an airliner. I bet if you looked at it for the first time, you wouldn't have said that this plane was hypersonic, would you? Well, it is. It's in the atmosphere and is flying at over 2,200 meters per second. So a little bit of quick in the back of the head maths tells me that that's like Mach 7 to 8. We need a Mach meter in this game. And it's at this stage that I'm very glad we don't have atmospheric heating in KSP2 yet. I'm getting close to Kerbal Space Center. Oh man, I could try land there. It will be at night though. But I could try it. I don't have much fuel, but I do know from testing that this plane is very good at gliding. And it's nice and light now. Let's try for it. I'm going to do a lot more time warping, but I think we can make this. You'll get the time warping, I won't, because using the 4 times time warp makes the nose bend, point downwards, aim downwards, go downwards. It makes the plane not fly good. On second thought, I need to lose altitude, so go down if you like, little plane. When you're trying to stall your plane, but it doesn't want to stall.